Ooh, all right. We look forward to that, Pip. Thanks. Well, leadfoots who are sick of getting tickets, listen up. This is for you. There is a new way to get tipped off. A speed trap is ahead. Forget the whole flashing lights technique. That's so 20th century, right? Now all you need is your phone. Our Ben Handelman with the one thing about a new app both cops and speeders like.
It's the start of a new shift for Kenosha County Deputy Bill Peck. The 19-year veteran knows these roads well, so well he's agreed to show us one of his favorite spots.
We're going on Highway E in Summers.
A relatively flat stretch of road.
It's a 35-mile-an-hour zone. It's one of the major roads for getting off the interstate and heading towards the city of Kenosha.
Where even with years of hanging out behind a tree, Deputy Peck says drivers seem to forget to slow down. To prove it, he lets us see for ourselves. At first, drivers are behaving.
40, 38.
The deputy lets a few drivers slide by.
28. Overly cautious.
But it isn't too long
53.
before someone flies by.
176, 1026.
This stop, a 19-year-old is going 18 over the limit.
Hi, Deputy Peck with Kenosha County Sheriff's Department. Can I see your driver's license and proof of insurance and registration?
And as the deputy writes up the ticket, it's hard not to feel bad for her. Many of us have been there. But what if she had some warning? A heads up? Forget the flashing lights. In our tech-obsessed society, have no fear. There's an app for that. Introducing Trapster, a free app available on any smartphone, letting you know where the cops are hiding out. Here's how it works. Users download the program. When you see a speed trap,
known enforcement point,
you click on a button that puts the spot on a map and tips off other drivers what's ahead.
It's definitely users helping users, and so it's just like as if you were flashing your headlights at somebody if you saw something up ahead.
Stephanie Frederick talked to us via Skype from the developer's San Diego-based office. The app has been downloaded more than 17 million times and counting. It's adding to the list of things users can warn fellow drivers about.
We have road hazards such as flooded road, roadkill, EV charging stations in case you have an electric vehicle. It gives you red light cameras, combo cameras, speed cameras, all sorts of things. And we're still adding things as we go.
Back on the road in Kenosha County,
It is kind of amazing what they come up with.
Deputy Peck is getting a look at Trapster for the first time.
Well, I haven't been detected yet.
Peck says the app's main focus in tipping drivers off where he's located is actually not a bad idea.
Well, if it's causing people to slow down and think there's a cop heading up the road and causes them to reduce their speeds and drive more safely, that's a great thing.
But there is a problem. Peck is not a fan of Trapster's sound technology.
It's just one more thing that, distracts the drivers from paying attention to the road and, doing what they're supposed to be doing.
known enforcement point.
In fact, Peck says it may be distracting enough to be illegal. Looking at the application behind the wheel could fall under Wisconsin's inattentive driving law that comes with its own hefty fine.
It's right around 175, I believe it's 175.40, a 4-point violation.
We understand that, but we also think that as long as you have it mounted, it gives you audio alerts. You can keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel, and you'll be notified as you're driving.
known enforcement point.
Frederick says, like anything, it's up to those in the car to follow the rules.
It's just like when you use a navigation device in your car and it's telling you to turn right up ahead.
That wasn't the only possible problem we found with Trapster. We noticed when we were out here on the road, many of the points marked were old, and those marked known enforcement points, well, we never saw any cops.
As a user, what you can do for those is you can vote them down. And so this will kind of show and let other users that are approaching them know that these are older enforcement points. And what actually happens is after 3 weeks, they start to expire. So if users aren't voting them up constantly, they actually start expiring from the map.
So with the pros and cons, we took the app to drivers.
Gosh, yeah, I would probably get the mounting device for my car and possibly put it up if if that would help me.
For me, it sounds like a great idea, as long as you're careful how you use it.
It's probably a good idea for people that live on their phones.
It's an app that after a more than $200 ticket, it's hard to believe this driver wouldn't be willing to give it a try. But Peck says app or no app, the only sure way to avoid a ticket is change your habits.
But if they're speeding, sooner or later they're going to get caught.
Known enforcement point.
In Kenosha County, Ben Handelman, Fox 6 News.
So do you want to test Trapster out for yourself? It's available on all major smartphones for free. We've also posted more information at fox6now.com.
There's also driving the speed limit, which works pretty well, too.
What is that again?
Yeah, driving the speed limit. They may be considered the ultimate junk food.
And now they may become some sort of a delicacy.